Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Pittsburgh Pirates have taken the first 2 games of this series, and today they'll go for the sweep. They played well, Chris, and they're looking for more of the same in this one.
Yeah, they've been the side shaking hands on the field after each game so far. Played solid baseball to earn those wins, as you said, but every game offers up its own unique challenges. So we'll see what those are today, but there's always a little extra motivation when you have an opportunity to sweep a series.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to go, and towing the slab in this one, Paul Skeens. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
That one misses, and we're underway.
3-0.
The pitch. And he walked him on 4 pitches.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Here's the left fielder, Cade Marlowe. And there's a foul ball. On the ground to first, could be 2. Goes to second for 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Luis Ariz stands in. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. That misses, and that's ball 1.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
Hit in the air, left field. Reynolds gets under it and puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the 3rd out. No score as we head to the bottom of the 1st. Back here at PNC Park, and on the hill here today, Jesus Luzardo. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
As the lefty gets to work, Brian Hayes leading things off and takes a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
So digging in, Nick Gonzalez. Right through there for a strike. One out, base is empty. And that one fouled off. Here comes a pitch. That one way inside. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Grabs it on the run. 2 down. We take a check of the Pirates lineup put together by manager Derek Shelton. It's been a real struggle for this group. Dead last in the league in hits, so a lot of empty swings and soft contact leads to not much scoring, Chris.
Yeah, could build an I-5 wind farm with this lineup, the way these players swing and miss. I don't know exactly what it is. I mean, they're still professional hitters, but it's just been up and down the lineup this year, just swinging and missing. Clearly, they got to make some adjustments. Major changes are needed because these players aren't going anywhere. They continue to have the trouble they're having making contact.
Two outs. Ball one there.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And that one hammered. Sanchez on the run. High bounce takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
And now it's going to be Shepard. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Up next for the Pirates, Henry Davis. 2 for 7 in the series so far.
Counts 1-0.
Pitch out, but no action.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Wouldn't chase that time. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
The pitch. That one ripped left field. That's not coming back. An absolute smash to left. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-0.
Velocity up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time he pulls the hands tight to the body, gets through this pitch. What conviction in that swing. Awesome job at the plate.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Jack Sawinski. That one misses. 1-0. On the ground, and that's just foul. 2 gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. And another ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got it by him for the K. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 3-0. Second inning set to go. And now Jake Berger.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Skeens back to work. Skeens measures 6 feet 6 inches, 235 pounds, a former first-round pick in 2023. And a pitch. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. The pitch. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. And it's off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. That clips the zone, and that's strike 1. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the second. That one missed. Dave Lawrence behind the plate today. Consistent and pretty accurate with the balls and strikes.
Yeah, he's one of those guys, Spook, that just keeps the game moving. Nothing overly unique about the strike zone that he calls, and as a result, he's appreciated by both sides.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Around third. He'll score easily, and it's now a 2-run game.
Picks himself up an RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Man at first, and now the center fielder, Jesus Sanchez. And a foul ball. Now the 0-1. And there's a ball. The 1-1. Swings through that one.
Well, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Out towards left center. Reynolds gets under it. And out number 1 on the grab.
The catcher,
and here's the catcher, Christian Bethancourt. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. And the righty deals.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
And that's off the inside edge. And now 3-0. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
So here we go again with the walks. It's been a real struggle finding the zone for him in the past. Now, even if they get out of this jam, these walks add pressure and stress to the entire team.
Avisail Garcia up to the plate. That one out to right. Hauls it in for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Batting up, the pitcher, number 44,
Jesus Luzardo now at the plate.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
That's in for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. And that one pulled foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Now to the bottom of the 2nd. It's the Pirates 3 and the Marlins 1. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now it's the right fielder, Edward Olivares. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And that one finds its way through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So man aboard, Termarr Johnson, the next Pirate to hit.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And there's the strike.
Going to really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Olivares on at first, nobody out. Now a fly ball to right center. And there's 1 down.
batting 9, the pitcher,
Paul Skeens, the next Pirate to hit.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Step off, throw to first. Olivares back in on a dive. And that one's a little bit low. And that's ball 1.
No strike.
And another ball.
Pitcher at the plate, obviously no fear in trying to attack this guy. He's just having problems finding the zone.
Man at first, 1 away. That pitch gets the inside corner. And a count 2-1. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. The throw, tag, and he's out.
You know, I always felt as a base runner, base stealer that, you know, if you can get in that first, second, maybe third pitch, get your jump and steal second base, you had a much better chance of being successful. As it gets deeper into that at bat and those pitches rack up, you almost get a little more flat-footed, and you've got to be sharp to get that jump and to beat a good throw down to second base. Just wasn't able to do it right there.
Here's a 2-2. And delivers outside. And there's ball 4.
Now a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Hayes batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
2 outs. That one fouled off. That misses. Now 1-2. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it's into the gap. Coming home. Throw is high and over his head. And he's in there as a run scores.
Just a beautiful triple from start to finish. Got a pitch he could drive, turned on it, and hammered it out front into the gap. Right out of the box. I love how he was hustling, and I think he knew he was going for 3 as soon as it touched down.
And in scoring position with 2 away. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Gonzalez. Right through there for a strike. Two outs and a runner at third. Bottom half of inning number 2. The shortstop takes the ball. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. Kicks and deals. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. Inning over, and it could have been worse. So they pick up a run on 2 hits. No errors and a man left. We played 2 full. It's the Pirates 4 and the Marlins 1. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Nick Gordon. Schemes back to work. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Just missed.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. That one fouled off. 2-2. Righty to the plate. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Man at first. Now the number 2 hitter, Cade Marlowe. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
You know, these Marlins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They've worked 3 walks already, so that proves they're not anxious up there. They're sticking to their game plan, and it's working.
And that's outside, and it's 2-1. The Marlins trailing by 3. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
And now the count is full, and another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's got to throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
So up next, Luis Arias. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Gord leads off first with one away. And a swing and a miss there.
0-2 is the count.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. That gets down for a hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
Berger takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and now just a 2-run deficit.
Comes through with the RBI. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
First and second, one out. Here's Josh Bell. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. There's a strike.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Two on, one out. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. One runs in. The second run scores. Tie ball game, 4-4.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
One down. And now for the Marlins, Jesus Sanchez. That catches the top part of the zone. 0-1. Left-hand hitter waits. That one misses. And the count even 1-1. Man at second. Back to the mound. He's got it. And they get the out.
No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Christian Bethancourt. In for a strike. And it's 0-1. That's to third. That's a hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Runner at first with two away. Avisail Garcia, the next up for the Marlins. And Garcia gets a piece.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
2 outs. And the slider just misses. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Ripped on the ground to second. They get the force. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Marlins 5 and the Buccos 4. Bottom of the inning at the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Reynolds.
The left fielder,
The wind of the pitch.
Well, I think this is an important inning on the mound for him in this game. He's got to find a way to settle things down and give some length in this start.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. In the air, left field. Marlowe settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one down. Now Shepard. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. First offering misses badly for ball 1. The Fish leading by a run here in the last half of the 3rd. Base hit.
the catcher.
Henry Davis digs in now. He's already homered here in this one. Runner on the go. Pitch inside. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
So 2 balls and no strikes. Luzardo with a throw over, and he's back in safely.
Well, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around, not distracting your teammate, the hitter. Make sure that he can clearly focus on that pitcher and that release point.
Shepard, the runner at second with 1 away. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Runner around third. He'll score, and the Pirates tie the game. 5-5 now.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. And you connect, and it jumps off your bat like that. You're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Jack Sawinski will hit next. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. And here it comes. That one hooked foul. Kicks and fires. Just misses. And the count 1-2.
It's a good take.
1 out and a runner at second. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Next to hit, Edward Olivares. And he's already singled in this game. Just missed.
Count 1-0.
Runner at second, 2 down. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. Gone. They must be going crazy in the dugout. His second of the year. It's 7-5.
he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jesus Luzardo won't go any further, and this is one he'd like to forget. The new arm after this. New pitcher for the Marlins, Trevor Rogers.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Up next for the Pirates, Termarr Johnson.
That's
Upstairs.
Ball one, no strike.
Wouldn't chase that time. Activity in the bullpen. Number 17 getting ready to go. Already 3 runs across in the frame here in the third and final game of the series. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
2-2 now. And another ball.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Schemes in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Now, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts. Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
Not close with that one. Going to count 1-2. Stays alive. And a pitch. On the ground to third. Berger. To first. Third out. Cannonball coming. And it's 7-5. Back after this on the show. Start of the fourth, and at the plate for Miami, Trevor Rogers.
They've been so good about responding when the other team scores, coming back in the next half inning and putting something on the board themselves.
Popped up left side. One down. So the lineup flips over. Nick Gordon, the next to hit. Base knock center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
And up next for Miami, Cade Marlowe. Just missed.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there and have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Left-hand batter waits. Misses outside. 2-0.
No, he's really working him away, this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Runner on the go. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Davis squeezes it, and there's 2 away.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
And now for the Marlins, Luis Arias. 1 for 2. Gordon off of first with 2 away. That one pushed foul. Two outs. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
The 0-2. That one missing inside. The other way. Nice grab.
Make a great catch like that. It's all about timing the jump. His timing was perfect. Excellent grab, and he comes down with it. The inning is over.
Back here in Pittsburgh, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, T. Brian Hayes. The wind and the pitch. That one ripped. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
A little more backspin on that instead of the top spin. He's jogging around the bases rather than pulling up at second.
So man aboard. Stepping in, Nick Gonzalez. Fastball for a strike.
You know, these Pirates really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They were obviously able to run the starter out of the game in the 3rd, so they've set the table for a win, and now I'm sure they're thinking it's time to feast.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. So if they're looking to feast, are you saying they've already got a plate but are looking to go back for seconds?
Yeah, I'd say something like that.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And down the lefty. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Well, they get the strikeout there, and what kind of stood out to me was that they weren't shying away from contact. Every single pitch was in the strike zone, and that tells me they wanted to attack him, and it paid off.
Brian Reynolds here. A switch hitter batting right. On its way to the corner, and that is a foul ball. The pitch. Fouled off down the right side. The 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. Man at second. Bounce to the left side. Throw is low, and he can't pick it.
Well, kind of the story of their season so far. Things just not clicking into place. Fundamentals on all sides of the ball are lacking, and it's tough to win games at this level if you're not playing clean baseball as a team.
So first and second with one man gone. And here is Shepard. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Ball one there. Two on, one out. Next pitch in for a strike. And 1-1. At the belt and fires. Pitch misses. 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
One out. Runners at first and second. Pitch misses, and that's ball three.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Around third. The throw in. Not in time. He's safe. And a run comes in to score.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer. And he hit the ball on the screws.
Here's the catcher, Henry Davis. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Fought off foul. Gets under it and pops it up. And he makes the catch. And there's two away.
Now batting, center fielder.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Jack Sawinski, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. In there at the knees for a strike. And the pitch. Way outside. Ball one. Swings through that.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And another ball. That misses the zone, and it's 3-2. Edward Olivares would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
Snap throw to first.
No, he's safe.
Shepard back in standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Here comes a 3-2, and that'll load the bases.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
So 2 down, and now the right fielder, Edward Olivares. And fouled off.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
The pitch. And that one fouled off. Two outs. Bases are full. Battling here as he fouls it away. And the pitch. Foul ball, still 0-2. Here comes the pitch. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Ground ball to the right side, and foul ball. Bases loaded, 2 down. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The pitch. Missed with a changeup, and the count 1-2. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. The pitch. Caught him looking for the K.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
New inning getting started, and now Jake Burger.
One really cool moment I remember at PNC Park is the 2006 Home Run Derby during All-Star Weekend. David Ortiz and Ryan Howard each hit homers into the Allegheny River on the fly. Really awesome to watch.
Next offering upstairs.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
That misses, and it's 2-1. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. The 3-1. Foul ball there. The wind of the pitch. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Josh Bell at the plate now. Bell in his 9th season, a member of the 1,000 hit club, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Fastball for a strike. Lifted in the air, right center field. Olivares moving under him. Makes the grab for the second out.
The center fielder, number 12,
Jesus Sanchez now at the plate. First pitch, and he just misses. And another ball.
2-0.
2 down, nobody on. And it goes just foul. The line to kick the pitch. Fouled off left side. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Gonzalez to first in time. And that is that. Nothing doing for the Marlins. Still looking up at an 8-5 deficit. We head to the bottom of the fifth. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Termarr Johnson. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. Some activity in the bullpen for the Pirates. Roansy Contreras loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Strike 2.
0-2.
Left-hand hitter waits. And that just misses.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. Berger makes the grab. One up, one down.
The pitcher, number 30, Paul.
Derek Shelton bringing a bat off the bench now. Number 19. One out. The base is empty for him. Swinging a foul straight back. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. That one lifted to left. Marlowe pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Hayes, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Line drive, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Gonzalez in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Hayes, the runner at first with 2 gone. Pitch misses, and the count is 2-0. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Two outs. Fouls one off. 2-2. Kicks and deals. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Got him swinging. So one left for Pittsburgh. They're on top by 3, 8-5. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Roansy Contreras.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Here's the catcher to hit, Christian Bethancourt. First pitch misses. Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Colin Holderman loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Hernandez warming up as well. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Sawinski ranging back on the warning track and hauls it in. Avisail Garcia, the next up for the Marlins. Not even close there. Ball 1. The Pirates leading by 3, and we're the top half of the 6th. Next offering upstairs. That's inside.
No strike.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here.
Aye.
Swung on, belted. That's back. And it's gone. That one felt good. And they close the gap. It's 8-6.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Pinch hitter coming on, Brian De La Cruz.
And he's got a little pop in his bat, Boo. Don't sleep on him. He's hit some home runs in the past.
Right through there for a strike. One down, base is empty. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing play.
Wouldn't chase that time. The Marlins down by a pair here in the 3rd and final game of the series. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Right-hander kicks, deals. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Right-handed reliever. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Throw is offline, and he's got a double.
Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
To the top of the lineup, Nick Gordon getting ready to hit. Breaking ball through there for a strike. And a ground ball to first. Gets to it with a slide. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. Marlowe, the next up for the Marlins. And the first offering is not close. And the right-hander deals. And that's down and away. 2 outs with a runner at third. On the corner for a strike, and it's 2-1.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
And he deals. And another ball.
Just doesn't seem to want to throw him a fastball.
Luis Arias in the on-deck circle. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Out to short. Gonzalez whips it across. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 1 for the Marlins on the solo shot. It's now 8-6. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Number 17, on for his 20th appearance of the year. Three, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Brian Reynolds digs in now. 1 for 3. And here it comes. Just missed. That misses the zone, and now 2-0. There's a strike. And the next pitch is way outside. Righty delivers. This to center field. Sanchez gets under it. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, number 47.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Shepard. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jacob Barnes preparing to come on if needed. Shagwa also getting ready. And the righty deals. Good eye right there. Next offering way upstairs. The wind of the pitch. Hard hit right side. Arise on to first. 2 down.
Now batting, the catcher, Henry Davis.
Here's the Pirates catcher now, Henry Davis. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a two-run blast. His fans were just still getting into their seats here at the ballpark. So if you showed up late to this one, you missed out on a big moment early on.
Outside low, and that's ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
2 balls, no strike.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's going back. Back some more. High bounce over the fence for an automatic double.
That ball exploded off his bat and off the warning track as well as it bounced over the fence. And it sounded really good, too. He just put together a really nice swing and just missed a home run.
Jack Sawinski, the next to hit. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. A shot to the opposite field. It's 10-6. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Up next for the Pirates, Edward Olivares. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Two down, nobody on. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Termarr Johnson. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0.
Olivares leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Runner on the go. Ball misses. Throw to second. Down. And that'll end the inning. Another look at this 2-run homer for Pittsburgh. It's now a 4-run game at 10-6. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Luis Arias.
The second baseman, Luis Arias.
Contreras back to work.
That's
Ball one low. And that's outside. And a pitch. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. Reynolds hustles to get it in, and they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start to come back.
He was all over that one. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
So a man aboard, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Jake Berger. That's in there. That's strike one.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Man at second. And that's outside. That's in there. And it's 1-2. To third, Hayes. Now he launches a throw over his head. And it'll be first and third now after that miscue.
That's a dangerous throw for the first baseman to try to handle right there. Exposed him to a potential collision, and we've all seen some of the ugly ones over the years on plays similar to that one. So it's great nothing came out of that other than the throwing error.
Next is switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. Pitch misses there. 1-0. At the belt and fires. That misses off the outside edge. He was looking to come up with the shutdown inning, and off to a shaky start. Righty to the plate. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. The pitch. And another ball. Hammers that one, curling down the line and foul. The Fish with a chance to get back into it here in the top half of inning number 7. And a pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Payoff pitch. Popped up. Hayes should have this one. Makes the catch for the out. Two on with one out, and at the plate for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. That's in for a strike at 95. 0-1.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
Two on, one out. Double play ball to second. Feeds to second, out there. And that's 2. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Bucks 10 and the Marlins 6. Set for the last half of the 7th. Now it's the second baseman, Termarr Johnson.
For the Pirates, the second baseman.
The pitch. And a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Just missed. And the pitch. And another ball. He swings and fouls one off. Kicks and fires. Got him looking. And there's one down. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Pirates. O'Neal Cruz.
Pretty surprised they're going with a pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Wouldn't chase that time. One down, base is empty. That one missed. Here's a 3-0. That clips the corner. The pitch. Late that time, and it's strike two. And he walked him.
The batter.
Now batting Key Brian Hayes. He's got a single, a double, and a triple in this game. A home run gets him the cycle. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. Cruz at first, one gone. Right through there for a strike.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Headed towards the corner. Garcia makes a nice running catch.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Nick Gonzalez. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and a flyout. Up and in, ball one. Throw to first. Ow! They got him, and that will end the inning. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Colin Holderman.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now it's the Marlins catcher, Christian Bethancourt.
Christian Bethancourt.
The pitch. And that's in the dirt. And that's outside. And that's ball 2. Kicks and deals. And that one is inside. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He has it. We'll see how this at bat turns out. Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Man at first. Now it's the right fielder, Avisail Garcia. There's a strike. Runner at first with no outs here. Way out front for strike two.
When the leadoff man gets on, you want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for two.
On and miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
So a pinch hitter in the pitcher spot. Victor Mesa Jr. Runner on first with one down for him. Smoked into left, base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, one out.
The batter, number 1.
So the batting order turns over. Nick Gordon now at the plate. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Here comes a pitch. Ground ball, could be two. Johnson to second, and that's two. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Bucks 10 and the Marlins 6. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Jacob Barnes. Nick Gonzalez getting ready to hit.
The shortstop,
Barnes, a 6'2 righty, 34-year-old vet. He joined the team as a free agent. And a pitch. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball one. The shortstop takes the ball. Right-handed reliever. There's a strike. 2-1 now.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Righty delivers. Gets a piece and stays alive. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
the left fielder, number 10.
Brian Reynolds digs in now. First pitch, and he just misses. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And the righty deals. And it's fouled away. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next pitch misses outside. Now 2-2. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Sizing this one up. That's out number 2.
The batter, Number 47.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Shepard. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second, and he's out.
You're out.
Cut down, and that ends the inning. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jose Hernandez.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Now the left fielder, Cade Marlowe. And he deals. And that's a little bit high. And here it comes.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Fastball for a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
And now the lefty. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Left-hand hitter waits. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
On the ground to first. And that chance handled. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Jake Burger.
So they're down to their final out. Here's the third baseman, Jake Burger. Fastball in for a strike. It's 0-1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. David Bednar getting loose out there. Chapman getting loose as well. Two outs. And downstairs. And there's a ball. That one misses. Ball 3.
3 balls, 1 strike.
They're down to their final strike.
Backdoored him with the breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
This could end it. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Oh, a really nice 3-game home series sweep. They came out and, you know, from the first game of this series, really had a determination to play fundamentally sound baseball. They came up with the big hit when they needed it. Pitchers came in. They got the big outs when they needed it. So all the way around, a collective effort that has produced a nice little series sweep.
Final score here today, 10-6. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Pirates, 10 runs, 15 hits. 1 error, they left 7 runners on base. For the Marlins, 6 runs, 11 hits. 1 error, they left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive